The most dangerous thing about fear is that you can live in fear all your life and never know that you're afraid, because fear is the most subtle of the negative emotions. And to be able to diagnose it, it takes a high level of self-awareness and self-analysis. I want to share with you 5 signs that show that you're living in fear. Number 3 is the one which is most common to many, but many people never realize that that is because of fear. And I'll also share with you the one which is more common to myself, because I came up, or these 5 signs came to me through my own self-analysis, through analyzing myself, my decisions, and my goals, and everything, just my whole life. And I believe that these are common amongst people. So I want to share it with you so that you can be able to overcome that fear and start moving on to do the things that is required of you to grow. Moving on to do the things that is required of you to achieve your goals and to live a better life for yourself and your family. So number 1 is you have good excuses as to why you're in the position you're in. Most of us are not happy sometimes with the situations we find ourselves in the circumstances that lie before us, but we always have good reason why we are in that position. We always tend to make excuses and shift the blame on other things. If it's not the government, it's because rain is falling, it's because you're feeling tired, you're just not feeling like it, or there is someone fighting you, or the most common we say is the grandma in the village, the witches in the spiritual world that are fighting you. Even though you're not happy about where you are, you keep having excuses, you keep finding out good reasons why you are in that position. And each time you find yourself giving good reasons for you being unhappy, for you being stuck, for you being stagnant, know that you're living in fear. Know that it's because of fear that you are so comfortable making excuses rather than taking action and making sure that you do better for yourself. Number 2, I think number 2 is the one which is more common to me, is that you procrastinate a lot. You always put things off for a better time, for later. The time never seems to be right with you. You're always wanting to do it later. You're always feeling like the better time is ahead. And I've realized this with myself and I think this is also common with creative people that indulge in creative work. We always want to take so much time to accomplish our act, to craft our act, to deliver our result, but not realizing that it's because of fear that we want to take so much time to do those things. It is fear that is making you procrastinate. You are afraid of the outcome. You are afraid of putting in the work, not realizing that the work is more important than the result itself. And so you procrastinate. You trade off the work for a short-term comfort, for a short-term, happiness, and not realize that you're harming yourself in the long run. This is one of the things that I struggle with. I struggle with procrastination some of the times, most of the times. I say when I get back home, I'm going to do this work. I'm going to be so energetic about it. But when I get back home, it means that I watch one YouTube video, I listen to one podcast, the energy is gone. So the only way to deal with this is to know that there is no better time to do something than right now. You have to stop putting things off and start making sure that you act on them. As the idea comes to you, act on it. Only then will you be able to, gather more energy to continue doing that. Number three, I think this is the one that most people struggle with. They never realize that they struggle with it. You are emotionally volatile. You're always reacting to things, always making things all about you. You go online, someone says something, you feel like they're talking about you. You hear people having their conversations maybe by the side, you make it all about you. You think that they're talking about you. You're always feeling like everything is about you. Like people don't like you, people are just against you, and everything is against you. You're so much in your feelings. You cannot regulate your emotions. You're so volatile. When you have that emotional volatility, when you find yourself reacting to so many things, everything seems like a trigger to you. It's fear that is causing that. And this thing can be as a result of a childhood trauma, a childhood insecurity. But it takes a level of self-awareness to be able to discover exactly why you keep having that emotional outburst. So you have to learn how to regulate your emotions, learn how to stay calm. It's not a bad thing to be emotional. Our emotions combined are our will. We don't do anything without emotions. That's how human beings are. We are emotional beings. But it's being able to regulate that emotions that is the most important part. So you have to learn how to regulate your emotion. Number four, number four, number four is your judgmental. You're always out there criticizing people for what they are doing, criticizing them about how they are living their life. You have so much to say about what other people are doing, about their goals, about their dreams, but you spend less time working on yourself. You have too many opinions about so many things, but you have nothing to show for it. If you find yourself being judgmental of others, if you find yourself being so judgmental of situations, just know that it is fear that is causing you to act that way. And you need to stop that. You need to stop looking at others and feel that they don't know what they are doing, or feel that they cannot be better than you. And focus on your own life. Focus on making your own self better. Focus on doing your own thing. Only then will you be able to make and see the progress that you want in your life. Please, you just excuse me for a minute. Let me look at number 5 on my book. So number five is that you're focused on the result. Always focused on the result. You always think about, what am I going to get out of this thing? What is the result going to be like? How is it going to play out? You're always thinking about the reward. What am I going to get out of it? Each time you find yourself thinking so much about the reward, just know that you're living in fear. It is fear that is taking over you. I'm sharing this with you today because fear is something that is stopping a lot of us from actually becoming who we need to be. Becoming, or from chasing our dreams, from pursuing our goals, from accomplishing anything in life, and from being a better person for ourselves and our environment. So I want you to look at this list and see if there's any that resonated with you, if there's any that is common with you, and try to start working towards it. I've just shared with you which one is more common to me: procrastination. So make sure you walk over this thing. When each time you see yourself acting out in a certain way, understand that it's fear, and try to bring yourself back. Try to stay calm and make sure you're acting out of a position of consciousness. Make sure you're conscious about your decisions. So I hope that this helps you overcome some of the fears that you may be facing. And I'll see you all tomorrow, and I wish you a blessed day. Bye bye. Thank you.